Good evening. Welcome to Astrology for Mystics. I'm your host, Jennifer Jennings. I am an astrologer who loves astrology. I talk and think and breathe and just dream. Wake up thinking about astrology and the beautiful language that it tells, how we can get so in tune with the psychology of the human behavior. It's beautiful. I'm so glad that you made it to alive. My goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your time and attention. Guys, you hostess with the mostest. That's right. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jeff. Hey, honey. Jeff is always supporting me, y'all. He is always supporting me. Such a sweetheart. I mean, it's a beautiful crazy, right, Jeff? It's just a beautiful crazy being with somebody like me. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Why in the world would anybody want to be with somebody cray cray like this? Just dedicated to finding the missing. I am. I mean, I am. I'm dedicated to finding the missing, and I'm dedicated to healing, being what I want to see in the world, because we have a lot of, even those of us that are adults, like way on up there, we still have triggers. We still have trauma that we have to work out. We are still we are always learning, right? We are always learning. We are always educating ourselves. It's wild. The human journey is just wild. Yes, we are. We are so lucky to have one another, Lisa. You are exactly right. We are lucky to have one another. So tomorrow, Seth Rogers, the father of Sebastian Rogers, who is missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, is going to be having a call out. It's kind of like a call out. I think, he is trying to get Sumner County to do something different. They've got to do something different to get different results. And the only way that they are going to be pushed, evidently, to do something different to get different results is for us to show up and show out about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We are desperate. The public, we're desperate. I mean, can't even imagine what Seth is going through. And I mean, I can't say about Katie because I've never met her. She's never reached out to me. Chris has never reached out to me. I mean, maybe they've watched my stuff and they know that I'm just like, I mean, Katie's the last one with him. Like, what's going on, Katie? What is happening here? Where is your son? Where is Sebastian? Last person to see Sebastian is her. Did he make it home? We don't know. But tomorrow there is a plea. There will be a plea all week long from Seth Rogers to Sumner County asking where is his son? What are they doing to help bring his son home? I mean, why are they not asking for help if they can't bring him home? Why is it that they cannot ask for somebody else to help? I mean, fresh eyes on the case. Different, different folks coming in. That's the thing. That's what we need. We need something different. We need something different to get different results. And we need Sumner County to be accountable. They, snuggle struggle, snuggle struggle isn't no JD shit. He's no sheriff. He's a disgrace. Right? Y'all know who Grady Judd is, right? Y'all know that sheriff? That sheriff that puts out, and I would show y'all on my, do what all the other creators do and show you on my screen, but you know who I'm talking about. And if you don't, you need to Google it. You need to Google it. Grady Judd puts it all in perspective. He tells the story from beginning to finish. And if there's no finish, he's telling you what he thinks that finish could be. He's always being forthright. He's talking to his constituents like they matter. And this dude, slick hair at Sumner County, I mean, I don't know like why he thinks that the quiet mouse game is going to get him anywhere with being reelected. I don't get it. Maybe he just thinks, it's a slam dunk. He doesn't really need the people to be on his side. He doesn't really need to be on the people's side. I don't know. I don't get it. But Seth is going to be there tomorrow. And so I thought, you know what? I want to look at this chart raw with my followers. Let's just look at it raw. Let's see what's happening tomorrow. Have we already talked about this? Yeah, it's his ego. Exactly. Yeah, he is. Grady Judd is good. He's good. He is one of them sheriffs that is just going to, he's a people person, right? And you need a people person to be this. There's no handbook. This is a big problem. And if there is a handbook, it's probably shit. They're not handing them out. The law enforcement people that are responsible are not handing them out, that are accountable. They're not handing them out. They're not talking to people. Yes, Julia. They are not talking to people. I don't know. I digress. But I want to see this astrology with y'all raw. Like, I want to see what it intuitively looks like. Because when you look at the data of astrology software, it's going to give you some mundane shit. It's not really going to be the original intuitive way of reading, right? So I think that this is going to be kind of cool. See who all is showing up. I'm not going to pull charts and really get deep dive into it and go ham because I got to go to bed. Like, I've got things to do in the morning. Got to go to the dentist and then I got to be there. I got to be there, man. I got to be there tomorrow. I can't Wednesday and Thursday, but I got to be there tomorrow. I want to be there with Seth. I want to be there as a support system because I wholeheartedly agree that there should be a call out. We should come together as we the people and show that Sebastian has not been forgotten. We are not going to forget. We are not just going to move on and go about our daily lives like Chris has said that we should. Life goes on. Well, for some people, life doesn't go on. Like, for some people, life just isn't going on, like the father of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Life isn't going on. Who the hell would expect if your kid is missing, you going to go on? Chris, you going to go on? You're going to go on with your daily life? You're going to go and do your daily thing with your kid missing? Your kid's not missing. You don't act like you have a kid missing. You know what? Neither does Katie. That's my opinion. And I'm allowed to have an opinion. And you're allowed to have a difference of opinion. I'm not going to knock you for having a difference of opinion with me. I'm really not. I might, make you think about your opinion. Maybe you'll make me think about my opinion, I'm down for that. I'm down for a good intellectual, logical conversation. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers was last seen with his mother, Katie Proudfoot. His father was at work. His stepfather was at work. Katie, your baby, your son, your only son is missing. Can you look at other parents and just try to act like them? Just try to act. Take some acting classes. That should have been something prepared for, is acting classes. somebody, I mean, some type of tears coming down your face, the plea to the public to help you find your only son, 15 years old, growing into himself. Oh my gosh. I loved this age with my kids. They were kind of rebellious, but I was up to that challenge. You know, having kids is a privilege. There's so many children that can't be had, that they can't have those parents that are just so appreciative of having that joy in their life. And here we have Katie. Where's your son? Why are you not pleading to Sumner County? Why is Seth doing this alone? Why is Seth acting like he is the only one? You want to talk all kinds of crap about Seth? Go ahead. But he wasn't the last one he wasn't the last one. The son, he was at work. There's no way to get out of, like, Chris wasn't at work. Okay, let's backtrack. Like, Chris wasn't even at work. Seth was at work. Chris wasn't at work at the time that he allegedly went to sleep, that he allegedly woke up. He had all that time. Seth was literally at work. He was in jail. In a jail. You can't fake that. You can't just lay your phone down and, you know, act like you're talking or nothing. Y'all, it's 18 months. 18 months today. So I think, are y'all ready to look at the astrology? Do y'all want to hear me talk about the astrology? Just say yes or no. Y'all want me to just continue just going off and ranting? Because I can do that too. I got about 20 minutes. I can show you the astrology, or I can just talk shit, whatever y'all want me to do. I love astrology too. I love astrology too. I just can't stop. All right, I'm going to share my screen with y'all. We're going to look at it. Oh, hold on. Let's go ahead and put on the transits right now as I'm pulling it up. Let's look at it together, raw. Let's look at it with Sebastian. Let me pull up his chart, because y'all know I'm so ready to see it with you guys, just like shock and awe. See what we can see, you know. I'm sure we've already talked about this day. You know, the eclipse will be coming up too. We just had a new moon in Virgo, and now the full moon lunar eclipse is coming. This is eclipse time. This is eclipse season. It's a big time period for all of us. For the collective, for us personally too. All right, yeah, that's right. I want to look at this with y'all raw. Okay, so I just pulled it up. I've dueled it out. And we're going to look at this together. Let me pull it up. Oh, man. Entire screen. Here we go. Entire screen. Let's just go for the gold. Show you everything. And I'm not going to be looking at the chat, so if y'all can chat with yourself, that would be great, because I'm about to start reading. And I might look down at my phone for a second and see you guys and what you're saying, but just talk amongst yourself for a minute while I just look at that, because, like, I'm just looking at this raw. We're just going with it, right? You may have to zoom in. You may have to screenshot it and then zoom in. I don't know, because it gives a blurry vision here when I duel it out. Hey, Blue Eyes. Hey, Donna. Julia, Krista. Hey, y'all. Little Miss Sharon, Julia, Lee Bug, Lisa, Town Chat, Jeff, all of y'all. It's like we're a little family. We're just becoming a little family together. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out and joining me. As we look at this, okay, so look at this. All right. So there is limits and obstacles. Okay, let's get into this, y'all. We about to go to town. All right, we about to go to town. Let's see what my energy is. Oh yeah. Mercury is in my fourth house and I am at home. So, Mercury is in my, oh yeah. Okay, so Mercury is hanging out with me. And this is where I'm going to be talking about Mercurius, all of this curious stuff with the communications. Okay. Let's start right here where the North Node is. There's the fate. This fate is coming down. The North Node is going to come to Sebastian's fourth house of home with Uranus in Pisces. It's going to be abrupt. It's going to be a shakeup. Going to be a shakeup with groups. What is Uranus? It's we the people. It's Aquarius. It rules Aquarius. It's we the people. Okay? It's humanitarian, where we sacrifice. Pisces, this North Node, there is a sacrifice with groups, with Sebastian at home with his mother about the things that are abrupt, the things that take place. And there is a teaching. There is a teaching here, y'all. That's where the lunar nodes are coming into this 1846. Okay. Then once the lunar nodes will leave, and we're just playing the tape way ahead. Okay. Because once the lunar nodes, the North Node is here, fate, we're going to be fated with this teacher too. So Miss Fernandez, yeah, I'm calling on that one. So the 0024 that we see here with Saturn, and this is the house of Pisces. I'm not really going to get deep into it like I would if I was reading you. It would take 2 or 3 hours just to read this chart and how it is affecting Sebastian. But I will say that, I read the degrees first. So I'm reading the degrees first. The 0024 is Sebastian's outer wheel in Leo, outer wheel in Aquarius. Y'all see that? Do y'all see my little marker? Just keep on going. I'm really trying to get your attention. Okay. I hope you can see it. So the 0024 Saturn, things of the past, with Pisces. Is that medication? What is this, Pisces? Is this a hospital? What are we talking about, Katie? What could we be talking about? Because she has the answers. If I could just read her, she's got the answers right here. Sometimes God, prayer is answered in unlikely sources, like somebody that reads astrology in an innovative way. Sometimes our prayers are answered and we can understand things. So maybe Katie, if she would just allow me to read this and her tell me about it, we could find Sebastian really quick because she was the last one to see him. This is about limits and obstacles. More work has to be done with the justice system, with the higher learning, with a long travel, with education, with somewhere he's been before, okay? And we are coming together. There's limits and obstacles with communications, with his siblings, with his future, with the pain that he is fated with, because the North Node of fate is here. And this house is talking about this Saturn at a 0024 that's in Aries, the past warring with things having to do with Sebastian Did they send him to a hospital? What is this? What is this? I don't understand what this is. But at a later date, I'm probably going to. I can see 2650. It's coming in, and I know who has that. It's one of the neighbors. Keep seeing him. He'll pop up. He'll pop up with that 2650 that he has in his chart, and it's that ring camera, and we got to ask ourselves, did he make it home? That's what I'm seeing here. Did he even make it home from the roadhouse? Where did he go? Where did he go? So we are rising in Taurus. It's about things of ownership, our values. This is tonight. Okay, so this is tonight. This is what I'm reading tonight. And I can tell you something. If you're into that little baby case and Emmanuel, there's a devouring energy here with communications and California. There is a lot happening with California. If they haven't started to dig up a yard or dig up a cemetery or dig up something like that, I would be surprised, because that's what I've been seeing in the charts today. The moon is in Libra. So, tomorrow the moon's still going to be in Libra. So let's look at that. Let's look at that, because the wisdom right now, this wisdom with relationships, with Sebastian's, this 1542, with the way that he shines in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the courts. It's the justice system. Don't get it twisted. This 9th house where Sag rules, this sign right here, Sag, it rules this 9th. This is all about the higher learning. It's the justice system. This is also education, because we got to take the Leo and bring it in with that Sag energy, so it's fiery for sure. You got the Leo, you got the Sag that rules this house. Lots of fire here. He's been here before. Lots of attention. And if he's been here before with attention and travel, the only other thing that I can think of, he called a ride. If he made it home, the only way that he could have been not seen on camera is if he caught a ride by one of the neighbors' cars. Because every car, let's think about it. Every car, you would think, would have to be accounted for. It would have to be accounted for. If they did their due diligence with their investigation, that is. So we don't even know. And that's the Saturn. That's the Saturn. Saturn is saying, hey, you gotta do more work. You got to do more work to bring attention. With his traveling, you got to bring more attention to the groups. There's more work to do. Saturn brings you more responsibility, makes you become accountable. It is with the authority. It's with the prisons and hospitals. It's with the sheriff. Okay, it's with the sheriff. Snuggle Struggle, Mr. Quiet Mouse. Okay, there's got to be more attention. And we, the people, have to bring on the attention to Sebastian. Point blank, period. That's what I'm saying right now, tonight. As the word gets out that we need people to come down to Sumner County and stand with Seth. If you really think that this is an injustice, which it is, come stand with Seth. Show up and show out. Be about it if you can. This 2206, well, it's coming to this 2208 that Seth and I connect with. Seth and I connect with what? Astrology, because it's Uranus. His Uranus in the 5th house of kids, my Uranus in the 5th house of kids is 2208. Well, his is in Scorpio. Mine's in Libra. Mine's about the law and the justice. His is about the investigation with his kid. There's a flame of life here. It's going to reignite. We are reigniting a flame to shake things up with we the people, with the internet, and call on Sumner County to be accountable. Talk to the Father. You ain't got to talk to us. Talk to the Father. Look at all this energy. This energy out of 1611. Ceres earlier today, she was at a 1614. God's will is being done. There is a lot of energy going to the radio waves because guess what? Sag is also the radio waves. What I'm talking to you on right now. I'm talking to you via the radio waves. Sag is also radio waves, y'all. It's a quick movement of energy. It's fiery. It's combustive. So what's happening is Mercury has just left this 810 where he receives his mark. This is the fortune. Mercury has already went over that south node. It's about education, where they've been, where they talked about the different schools, going far away. And then Mercury is eventually going to make its way here. Might bounce back. I don't remember, but Mercury is eventually going to make its way here. And there's going to be a massive transformation in the media with the public attention. It's coming. Sebastian isn't going away. This case is not going to go away. The public isn't going to give up. We are constantly going to be talking about Sebastian and bringing him back to the forefront. Hey, don't forget, there's been a whole kid missing for 18 months. Still no answers. He just went poof. So let's look at this tomorrow. Let's look at the transits. Let me play the tape through. Let's see what else we can see tomorrow. This is going to be tomorrow night. Let's look at 10 a.m. Let's look at 10 a.m. Okay. Now, we're getting closer. The nodes are getting closer. Let's go ahead. Let's get that 1701. Let's get right here. Oh, I like this one much better. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's get this right here. Oh, yeah. I wish the law enforcement would just listen. That way they would know what's going on with them tomorrow. You know, they can at least know what's going on with them tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So we're going to be rising. Look at this. I love it. We're going to be rising this event at 1 o'clock tomorrow. 1 o'clock tomorrow. This event is going to be rising Scorpio and is going to be rising with his ascendant. It's going to be rising with his ascendant tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Wow. That's intense, y'all. We're going to be rising at the same degree right after 1 o'clock Nashville, Tennessee time. And this dark moon at a 1701 in the 12th house is about the past investigation. That 1701 is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' Chiron. It's his Chiron in Aquarius. It's about we the people. And there is a disordered aggression with the things that we the people are communicating. That we the people are communicating about the future networking. There is something here with Sebastian and the communications. Is that the dash cam? Because it's in the 3rd house, early schooling. This is about, y'all, this is about childhood friends. This is about cousins. This is about schoolmates. This is about his sibling faith. And there's a disordered aggression about the past. And we could be talking about things like the things that Sebastian has went through with the hidden sex. And there's a wisdom with it. There's a wisdom with it, and the way that Sebastian shines with the quartz, with the quick movement of energy, with the radio waves. There's definitely a reigniting of a flame with me at this tomorrow. I can see me right there with the reigniting of a flame with Vesta. There's a relationship with the TBI. There's wisdom with the relationship that is coming around this time. I wonder who will be there at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I wonder. That's interesting. That's interesting because at this time too, the moon in Libra, the moon is reflecting with groups. The moon is reflecting with justice. The moon is reflecting with Alabama. And it's reflecting with the TBI. Right here is the 1414. It was in transit when Sebastian went missing. When Sebastian went missing. The law, the police, the justice. We're reflecting on that. With the car, with the vehicle, with the body. Mars in Libra. Boy, it's intense with the law, with the justice, with the warring that comes over the law, the warring that comes over justice. And we are reflecting, there is a conjunction here. This is strong. And even though we will be there in Sumner County tomorrow, y'all, in the world in general, this conjunction is strong. And Mars being at a 12, that means that the moon is going to end up conjuncting that Mars. Let's see what degree that is. Let's see what degree that's going to be, because that's going to be some big stuff with somewhere. That's all I know, because that moon is going to conjunct shit. Here we go. It's going to conjunct that. See what time and degree that happens. You see right here, this 1227. So what I want to do is I want to make this moon come to the same degree. It may be a 1226 by the time the moon's there. But I want to see what that conjunction is going to look like and the exact degree that it's going to be, what time it's going to be. Because we will probably be able to go back in hindsight and go, wow, this is what happened, y'all. This is what happened. It was cray, wasn't it? We saw it. We marked it on our calendars. Didn't know what was going to happen, but bam, there it is. We're about to do it right here, right there. Whoo, okay. It is rising at 9:25 a.m. It is rising with a weight. There is... Okay, hold on. I can see Seth in this, and I'm just going to tell him what I see. But I do see that the fate, there's a lot of fate with Seth tomorrow. And this 2650 is the ring camera neighbor. I just keep seeing him. Have I seen this before? I feel like I have. I feel like I've played the tape through and I've already seen this, but here it is now, right? You know, here it is now. I wonder if I even said like a month or two ago, whenever I saw this, would Seth be protesting at this time? I wonder what I said. Anyway, so the Chiron is going to be in a good standing with the sun. Okay, so let's play this tape through. Okay, so the sun is shining in Virgo and it's about health. It's conjunct Mercury. in Leo, though. So, of course, that's more attention, a lot of media attention that's going to be on Seth's values tomorrow. That is no doubt, because his values, the transformation that has taken place with him and his values with his kid is a 1733. So, and it's in Leo. So, I mean, Mercury is going to sit at that 1733. I can already tell you that. That is for sure. I want to say that this 1652 is Kathy. I want to say that this 1638, I know it, is California. That's Tennessee. There's a breakup with Tennessee. It's been a breakup with Tennessee. It's just going to continue to be some shit going down in Tennessee. Like, you know, the Wicks, Jennifer and Adriana Wicks, the dude, the old man that, you know, has all that land here in Springfield, Tennessee. They've been missing for decades. Dude, it was his leg that was found in Springfield. Remember when there was a leg found? I'm going to come back to Sebastian, but I'm just saying. I could have just stood up and clapped and sang hallelujah and just cried to see that he missed a leg and hopefully he is gone. Maybe he's been dismembered because of what he did to Adriana and her little. Yeah. Did you see it? Yeah. You already know. I'm just like, I'm baffled. I'm baffled. It's like, how great is God here? If we wanted to give God some praise for the fate that he gave that old man for being such a nasty old man, I'm so glad that he finally got something in return before he died and we all could find out about it. Like, it just feels good. Sometimes it just feels good, you know? Eye for an eye. He's never going to get what he gave. That's what I think. But anyway, so tomorrow, this Chiron with the neighbor, for sure, is going to be in a good standing, like we said, with the sun, but it's going to be square Venus. It's going to square Venus. And that Venus, that 105, that's where Pluto was in Aquarius when he went missing. That degree. Whoever's got that degree, well, just know that eventually it'll come to me who you are. That's all I know. It's squaring the teacher. So the teacher is being challenged. What we learn, what we teach is being challenged. Where is Selena? Right there. She's at a 136 in Leo in the 10th house. So we're talking about Cancer. We're talking about family. We're talking about how Seth is rising up to that public image and saying, hey, law enforcement, where is my son? What can you teach me? I'm very emotional. I want the media attention on my kid. I want to know what happened with his health, what you understand, what you have analyzed. Right? Right. This is at 9:25 a.m. I would say that this degree right here with Mars is going to, wherever it is in the world where it conjuncts like this is a big deal. This is a big deal, and I'm just trying to get my head around the different aspects and what is really going on here. Desires for responsibility. You know, we've got this desire for responsibility and accountability, and that's where we're feeling low. We're just feeling low with the authority. We're just feeling really low, but it's faded. You know, it's faded. And then what's going to happen is Saturn is going to come down to that 0021 that Sebastian has, and it's going to bring limits and obstacles with authority, with the action that is being taken with Seth. And it's like, what do they expect? If it was your kid, dude, what would you expect? Are you just going to sit back and just go about your daily life and just wait, hoping maybe one day the law enforcement will call you? Is that what a good parent would do? Or would a good parent be out there asking, what the hell are you doing? Where's my kid? Where's my kid? Can we help you do your job? Can, you not give it to somebody else? Can you not do something different to get different results? What is your problem? What is your problem? I mean, it's past time, 18 months. Trying to play by the good old boy rules. I mean, what the hell? No. There's a whole kid missing. It's easy for other people to say, well, I would do this, I would do that. You would flip your wig. If your kid was missing, if y'all got kids out there and your kid is missing for 18 months and you're just having to wait around for law enforcement to just, no. Hell no. There's a disordered aggression that is coming with the communications, and it's with we the people about his sibling, about how he communicates, the videos, the ring cams, the dash cam. Did he make it home? Where's the proof? Can you give the public something? Can you give the dad something? I mean, can you at least let him hear the audio going home? You just want to give him a grainy ass video with somebody walking the trash down? That could have been Katie. Is the video cleared up? I mean, can you actually see Sebastian? Because if you can, I wish you'd show the father that. Can you have some type of common decency about you? That's the problem. That's why Seth is just really trying his best not to wear orange every damn day. If you were in his position, you'd feel the same way. You would want to go to their house, beating on the door, asking, where is my kid? Where's my kid? Thank you, little Miss Sharon. Enjoy your night, babe. Yeah, y'all would. We would all be like, what the hell? I mean, you expect me to just sit back and hang out while you do nothing? You can't even talk to the public. Are we just supposed to forget about Sebastian and he become a cold case? You just want to work on his case for about a week and that's it? You want to come back in the spotlight for a day? Say, oh, we're going to search the same place again? What is up with this shit? Like, what is really up here? It's wild. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is a high profile case. People around the world know and care and have invested in this boy. And the sheriff from his own town. This is his people. This is his kid. This is his constituents. Like, what is going on? What is he thinking, y'all? He's evidently, because the evidence is in his behavior, right? Evidence is in people's behavior. You are going to judge people by the way that they act, the way that they treat you. The public, the father, we know, is not getting the answers that we are asking for. And it's been months and months and months and months. These people in office are supposed to serve us. If we don't step up, I mean, how do we hold people like that accountable? Where they are responsible. I think that this kid has got a lot to learn, and he was definitely not ready to be sheriff. I think he's got a lot to learn, and he was not ready to be sheriff. This is what the moon and Mars conjunct is all about. We are warring with the past law enforcement. Joey Benton, he was found with, he was said to have that DNA that matched the leg goes to the old man Bitten in Springfield, Tennessee. And that old nasty ass had something to do with Jennifer Wicks and her daughter, Adriana, going missing from Springfield, Tennessee, decades ago. This nasty old man had to lose a leg, don't know where the other body parts are, don't care. I can't wait for them to find them in different places. I wish that we could see them all dismembered and hear about them. That's how bad I'm warring with the past justice. You see what I'm saying? This is what this energy is about. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mars and the moon, we the people, are going to have an influence. These I call them spheres of influence. They're influencing us and we are acting accordingly like little puppets, but we can actually choose possibly how we are going to act, how we are going to react. So we don't want to wear orange, right? We want to abide by the law, but we also want the law to understand that we understand the past and we want something different. We want something different. This is at 9:25 a.m. in the morning, Nashville time. Adjust for your location. And we'll see. We'll come back and we'll see, eventually we'll come back. Eventually I'll come back and I'll be like, okay, this is what happened. Or maybe I'll post about it, but we'll be talking about it in hindsight, right? But the values with Sebastian here and the way that he shines with Sagittarius, that Sagittarius energy, there is a wisdom. There is a wisdom about the investigation. There is wisdom about other people's money. Scorpio is not just about hidden sex. It's not just about death. It's also about an intense leadership. It's about other people's money, loans, debts. It's the occult. What's hidden in that 8th house. That is major transformation. And this 1542 comes about a lot. It does. It comes about a lot. If you've listened to me, you understand that this 1542, hell, by now, surely y'all are getting that 1542, but it also goes to other states, okay? It goes to Virginia, goes to Nebraska. It goes to other states. There's other states that it goes to as well. I just can't think of them right now. And when I read you and I tell you that you connect to other states that you've been to, you're mind blown. And we can even talk about how you connect to that state, why you even went there. Could be about your granddaddy, you just never know. But I'm telling you that these connections in our chart, they matter. And what this is showing up for me is to decipher, to analyze, and I don't have the time to do it. It'll have to be done in hindsight because I really, truly don't have the time to do it. I got to be up early. I'm going to be gone all day. I'm not going to be able to do it. But in hindsight, I'm going to come back to y'all and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what happened, how I felt, what's going on, what I observed tomorrow when Seth uses his voice to call out for help. It's a shame that he has to go 18 months later to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and ask them to please help him by asking other agencies, other people to come into this case, it's really messed up that he even has to do that. It'll be by noon tomorrow. I would say that the news will probably be there before then. I don't know. It just depends on what time Seth is going to be there. I haven't gotten his itinerary. I just know that when I'm going to be able to be there, I'll be able to be there by noon. So I'm hoping to be there by 10, but I will for sure be there by noon. I've just got to go. I've got to go to the dentist in the morning. And yes, it will be live streamed. I'm going to do my best to have my phone charged, honey. And I will stream it. I'll stream it for you. That's my plan. Okay. That's my plan. I don't do good with making plans, but that is my plan. That's what I want to make happen. And that's what I'm going to try my best to make happen. Even if I have to leave the dentist, I mean, like, I got to go. I got to be there with my buds, you know. Seth has, you know, he has friends that he has known for a long time, and then he's got friends that he's met along the way. And Jeff and I are just those friends. I mean, we're just, you know, we're friends that he has met along the way, and we try to be there to support him when we can. It's not like there's a lot of people around to support Seth, you know. Just wrap your hopes and wishes and dreams and prayers around Seth before you go to sleep. You know, ask for protection over him tomorrow, that he will be able to convince people to help him find his son, however that comes, however that looks. We're not trying to fix, manage, control fate. We just really need, Seth needs desperately for support and helping him get the attention that's needed back on Sebastian's case, you know. But I appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight and looking at this astrology. I think that by 9:30 in the morning, we're going to, by 9:20 Nashville time in the morning, it's going to be intense. But it's not just going to be intense for Nashville, y'all. This is a conjunction that is going to bring warring. Okay. So you heard it first here. Where's it going to be at? I don't know. I don't know, but I can see different individuals. When I'm just focused on Sebastian, I can see different individuals that are definitely going to be feeling this tomorrow. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a real good thing. And I'm you know, Jeff and I are supportive of Seth using his words, his writings, what have you, to, you know, do what he can to bring not just attention, but justice. We need justice. Attention is great. Putting out flyers where you live, talking about him to your neighbors, talking about him to your cousins and, you know, your family at the dinner table, what have you. And if you are local, if you know anybody local, you know, let them know. Come on down. Support this call out. They really appreciate you guys. Yeah, I have to bring the phone on the roof. Thank you, Krista. Thank y'all for hanging out. Town chat. Yeah, I've got to go to bed too. I'm over it. It's past my bedtime anyway. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.
Clean like your soul, won't be forgotten. We stand strong for you, never give up. Seek justice and truth. Day and night we search. Community gathers, wipe the tears away. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, babe. It lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, hey, it lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian.